With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls. To start out today, I'm going to remind us all where we are and then ask how your characters are feeling. You guys have basically you've spent the day going through Hector's cart and getting all your magical items. You sat around a campfire in the evening. Kai shared her backstory. Triggus shared some fun stories. I was re-listening today.
I was listening to it too.
Because I needed to refresh my memory. Triggus told some wonderful stories about how Rhakna got her baby.
Oh, yeah.
And how Kai burned down a city, but it was okay because it was full of termites. And that's pretty much where we kind of left off with you guys deciding after those stories were shared. You talked about headed to Narstad, and that pretty much wrapped up your evening and the session. So we'll say now it's the next morning after you've decided to go to Narstad. How is everybody feeling? How you doing, Rhakna?
Optimistic? That feels wrong, doesn't it? Cautiously optimistic.
Fair, totally fair. I like it. How is Triggus doing?
I'm kind of just feeling a little sad from losing Hector and after hearing what Kai went through, it just made me feel really sad.
Aww.
But happy at the same time. I mean, not what she went through to make me feel happy. It's just, I'm just always happy.
Yeah,
right?
your default is happy.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. How's Kai doing?
I think she's relieved because we figured out what we're doing with the horses, right?
I think so.
I can't remember, but I can't remember if I convinced them to stay or if they convinced me that they want to come with us.
Oh, shoot.
Didn't they say they wanted to come along, but then realized how it would be too dangerous?
Yeah, I think you convinced them to stay behind with Rom.
Cool.
That's why we're going to Narstad, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
that makes sense.
That's
right. Horse return.
Horse return.
Yeah. It's the only drop box.
Yes. Oh, man, that's great. So your party is the three of you, Rom, Shael, and your three horses. And you, it's the morning time, and you have decided you're headed to Narstad. What would you all like to do?
Where are we right now? Are we gathered together or?
I would say you all camped together.
Okay.
It's morning.
Okay, so I would imagine Triggus is the first one awake. And so he kind of scoots over to where Kai is.
Oh no.
And just kind of whispers, Kai.
kind of whispers. Just very lightly and softly.
Kai! Yeah, he's not real good at whispering.
No. I picture a little kid in the middle of the night, staring.
Yeah.
Staring at you first.
Yes. Kai, are you awake yet?
I am now.
I was thinking a lot last night about what you said. And I'm really sad that you had to kill your dad in prison. And I know that you don't have any family, so I would like to be your dad. If that's okay. I would just give you advice every now and then. Talk you through some of the intricacies of life. Hold your hand when you get scared.
Play catch.
Oh.
Wait, have to know, was that Rhakna? Okay, it was Ashley.
No, Rhakna's snoring somewhere nearby.
Oh my God.
and we'd play catch, and then we'd probably build model boats, I would think. Whatever else you think you need your dad to do, I'm here for you.
Okay. I appreciate it.
So we're on. Is it on? We're okay.
That's your thing.
Okay. All right. So then Rhakna goes and scoots over next to
Rhakna.
I mean, no. Okay. Rewind. Oh gosh. They're not even gonna know why that is so funny because in this last episode, the episode that's going to be airing tomorrow or Tuesday or whatever, I had in the beginning I had talked about, hey, this is like my second or third time editing an episode, and so part of what we were talking about is giving me space to end things, and so I left a lot of that in the actual episode where we're clapping and then everybody just starts laughing instantly and it's like, okay, now we have to clap again. So
We're bad at composing ourselves.
we are, but I don't think we should change.
No, I don't think so either.
I like us the way we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Triggus scoots over to where Rhakna is and he leans down and he whispers, Rhakna, are you awake?
Rhakna's not awake.
Rhakna, this is important. Are you awake yet? Kai, I think she's pretending.
I don't think Rhakna could pretend to sleep that well.
What could we do to wake her up? Because I have something important to tell her.
You can try to shake her.
Okay,
try that
so
yet?
Triggus gently shakes Rhakna and says, Rhakna, Rhakna, Rhakna.
Triggus?
Hey, hi, did I wake you up?
Yes.
Okay, good. Guess what?
What?
I'm Kai's dad now.
What?
Because she killed her dad in prison and she doesn't have a dad now and she's sad and lonely, and so what does she need? She needs Triggus. So what does everybody need? They need Triggus. So I'm her dad now. She said okay.
Rhakna pinches herself just to be sure.
You are in fact awake.
Okay. Double check. It could go either way.
And I was thinking.
That's great news, Triggus. That's great news right there, Triggus. I'm proud of you for taking on parenthood. Especially as a single father, I'm sure that's hard.
I'm a single father now. Oh god, I get some discounts at stores and stuff.
They have that here, yeah.
Yeah. So I was
happy
thinking.
for you.
I want to be your mom.
Oh my gosh.
Did you just... You want to be my mom?
Yes. Like your mom's dead and Kai's dad is dead, and then I can just step in and just be there for both of you. We're family. Oh my gosh. I'm so honored.
Well, I guess I already have a dad, so this is starting to make sense in a weird way. Does this make Kai and I sisters? Or?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Do we have to play Parent Trap with one person?
Yes.
My little girls. I am so happy. This is making me so happy. You too. I can tell that this has just made your life complete.
This was the moment I was waiting for, Triggus. Well,
I'm gonna spit water everywhere.
I mean, maybe it's like it's not our final episode, but our first episode we did that, right? So maybe it's...
Oh, that's right. What was it? What happened in it? You made me laugh or something. There's someone who spit the water.
I spit the water at you.
Yeah.
That's right.
I turned my head and went...
Because I think Ashley had said something about somebody dying, something just killing Triggus on its first day on land or something like that. Oh my gosh.
Ooh. Anyways. So where'd this come from, Kai?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Okay, he just woke up like this? Or? Okay.
Woke me up like this too.
Okay, all right. This is the day we're having.
I can hear that, by the way. I'm just standing right here.
Sorry, Mom.
I don't think we're ever going to get through this episode. I don't think we're ever going to leave the campfire.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what about Roke and Shael?
Are you wanting to adopt them too, or?
I think I already did.
They adopted you.
Oh, because it was tiny.
Yeah.
Yes. The circle of life. Have you heard that song?
No.
No.
Oh, no, that's right. You wouldn't have heard that before.
No.
So Shael and Roke adopted you, so that makes them our grandparents.
Yes. Isn't it fun how life works? Even though people die and people go away, there's still Triggus. It's...
Triggus is eternal.
Oh my goodness. I love that. I'm going to get a shirt that says that.
Triggus or Kim?
Both. In-game and out of game.
Triggus is eternal.
Yes. I love it.
Well, our grandma and grandpa up, or... I'm not going to keep doing this. That's the last one. I'm done.
Yeah, Roke and Shael they have gotten up, I'm assuming during the laughter. I don't know. I don't know if that was in character laughter. Maybe there was some.
It echoes. It reverberates into that world.
Coming from the sky. They just hear. No. But they are awake. They have kind of been up and like packing things up and getting ready to hit the road.
And just ignoring everything else that's going
they were
on.
kind of giving you guys a little privacy.
For our tender family moments.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, they're kind of packing up and getting ready to head out.
We should probably do that too.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's never bring this up again.
Oh my goodness. If there's nothing else that anybody wants to do, then we're going to set you guys off towards Narstad.
All right.
I cannot remember how many days ride it is from Narstad to where you are. Let's see.
I want to say it was like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No.
Now that I'm looking at the map, it's a long ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would we like to fast track through those 2 weeks and get you guys to Narstad?
Probably. I don't have
Yeah.
anything particular.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we're good.
All right, sounds good. Your party packs up and starts headed back to Narstad. It's a 2-week ride by horse. It's pretty uneventful. You guys are pretty focused on just getting there at this point. And so the ride it goes by kind of quickly, it feels like. And before you know it, you are pulling into Narstad with your horses and your party.
And our wagon.
And your wagon.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Roke Shale, welcome to Narstad. I don't know if you've been here before. It's kind of our old stomping grounds.
Shael is kind of looking around and she says, it's lovely. I've never been here before. Yeah, and Roke he's just kind of like, he always seems to be like scoping out, like, if he had to build something right now, what materials would be available to him.
Oh, yeah.
And so he's always just seems to be like taking stock of the things that are around him. And he seems pretty impressed.
Shall we go straight to Rom or?
Yeah, Rom should probably be our first stop, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, get the important stuff over first,
Yeah.
then we can mingle.
Yeah. Yes.
Totally fair. So Rom's jewelry shop, it still has the patchwork flag hanging up outside of it
Aww.
from all those months ago. And he is in there. He looks up when the three of you enter the shop and his eyes light up. And he's so happy to see you. And he says, I didn't expect to see you three here. How are you? Hi.
We're here to return your horses.
I see.
The next leg of our journey is quite treacherous and not the best place for borrowed horses.
I am to assume you're making your way towards the Purg then?
Yep.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck with that journey.
Thank you. Do we have a bonus horse for Rom?
We do have a bonus horse.
Yeah.
While we're gone. Did you know you knew Hector, right?
Yes, of course. We passed letters back and forth.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
That's why we had to Hector died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. It seems to have been natural.
But we don't believe it.
Oh.
Everything points to a natural death. We just don't know why he died.
I see. Sorry, and what of his belongings?
Yeah, so that's the bonus horse. We got Bastion.
Bastion.
Yes, and the cart. Did we decide to put the cart in the bag?
Oh, that would have been a smart way to travel, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's fine that, like, the past 2 weeks, because we've had 3 horses to pull a cart.
Yeah.
But now we have no horses, and, like, just leaving a cart lying around is kind of a bad idea. So.
Well, I can. This is awkward because I want to say, can Rom watch the cart? Rom, can you watch the cart?
Hector's cart.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I plan on staying around in Narstad for a while. I know a lot a lot are headed towards the Purg. So, but yeah, I'll stay here. I planned on staying.
Oh, great. Yeah, as long as you guys don't think we need it for the Purg. I don't know. I mean, we took some stuff out of it already, so...
What if there's secret clues in there that we haven't found yet?
I feel like we found the really big one, though. But, I mean, we could still have time to go through it, or if you want to take it with us, I mean, that should be fine. It'll fit on the boat, you know? I just don't know. And it can fit in my bag. It can fit in my...
Bag of fittings?
Bag of fittings. So we can take it with us. I just didn't know if it was something we needed.
Yeah, there might be something special in there that we might discover at the last minute. Right?
It could.
Everybody stop! Pull out the cart. Rummage around it a little bit.
We could be in a situation where we're at the top of a hill.
We need to get
and
to
the bad guys at the bottom of the hill. And we could release the cart upon him. Or, no, him. We know who the bad guy is.
I like the idea of taking the cart. We would just have to take it out every 6 minutes so it can breathe. 'Cause it's only...
Oh, you're right. Except it doesn't need to breathe, though, Triggus, so we'll be okay.
So that would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because we could have, like, sleepovers in it if we wanted to.
Like if it's raining, we could sleep in the car.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, cart is a great idea.
Yeah. I like it.
Nice.
Okay. Thanks for the offer, Rom. But I think we've got it.
That's great. Did I hear you mention you found something big and important in there?
Yes, and I think you might already know what it is. Our friend Roke has it, doesn't he?
Yes, he does with you guys, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say hello to our friends. Did Kai already said this, didn't she? Or
No.
Okay. Say hello.
We didn't get that far.
Okay.
We did not get as far as introductions.
Okay. This is Roke and Shael. They are old friends of Triggus's, I guess. Yeah.
It's very nice to meet both of you, he says to Roke and Shael. And when they step forward to like shake his hand, his eyes kind of like, he has like a funny look on his face a little bit. And he says, "Oh, I recognize your energy."
Uh-huh. He was the orange gemstone. She was the green one.
Oh no, I have to sneeze. Oh shoot. Sorry.
Did you just move?
Did I get you?
No, I was moving closer to the microphone because I was like kind of off from it.
Yeah, hey, this is Kim. I had to break in here. I'm sitting here editing this episode. I'm laughing so hard I can't breathe, listening to us laugh and talk at the same time. And I wonder, do any of you, could you understand anything that we were just saying? My guess is no. And then it made me wonder, how many times are you listening to the show and we're laughing and talking at the same time and you have no idea what we're saying? So in case you didn't catch that, Becca sneezed and then Alexa moved to get like closer in front of her mic. And I thought she was moving away from Becca because she sneezed, and that's what broke us all up. So I just wanted to clarify that. Bye.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, guys.
We're not going to make it through this episode.
No, we're not.
We might spend 2 sessions in it's bad. Okay. Woo. So, yeah, Rom recognizes their energy. And when you say he was the orange gemstone and she was the green gemstone, his eyes light up and he says, he almost gets a little teary-eyed and he says, "I'm so thankful that you were reunited with your souls. That's That's the best possible outcome from these gemstones. I'm so glad to meet you. And Rogue looks like really excited, and he says, you were asking about the horn. And Rogue kind of like pulls out the little chest and holds it up so that Rom can see the chest that has the horn in it. And Rom kind of like carefully takes it from Baruso. Not Baruso. Where's the boss fight? Rom kind of gently takes it from Rogue. And he like opens it to look at the horn inside, and he takes it out, and you can see how carefully he's holding it. And he says, "Well, it looks like Hector did a fantastic job of continuing my work as much as he could. I'm the one who gave him the horn. As the three of you might remember, I used to work with Baruso, and in battle, he had held on to the broken horn for a very long time, so long that many people forgot it even existed. And after he grew to trust me, he asked me if I would repair it for him. When I left the Purg and Baruso behind, I maybe sort of took the horn with as a little souvenir, I guess, just so it wouldn't be in Baruso's hands any longer. And I continued to try to repair it, but I could only get so far. And then once Hector and I started talking about defeating Baruso and how we could help do that, I remembered the horn, and I sent it to Hector to see if he could repair it any further than I had. And it seems that he did a lot of good work on it, although it's unfortunately not fully repaired.
How do we fix it to where we can kill Baruso with it?
Well, at this point, the magic to fix it is beyond my knowledge, which is why I sent it to Hector. I know he was much more adept at that than I am. And Rogue, he kind of steps forward and says, well, if it's okay with you, I mean, I wouldn't mind giving it a try. Maybe you could kind of like help me understand what it does a little better. And then the more I know about it, the easier it might be to work on it. And the faster I can get that taken care of and maybe get it working for these guys again. And Rom, he kind of like smiles and starts nodding, or like emphatically like, yes, yeah, anything that I can do to help, I'm in. And Rom kind of glances up at the three of you and he says, I'm so sorry to hear about Hector. I didn't get to say that earlier. What a good man he was.
Yeah, we had a nice little service for him. You would have liked it. It was cute.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
And we got his stuff.
He did. There was a will, and he did leave us everything.
I'm not surprised. Hector spoke very highly of the three of you.
I have a balloon. It's
Yeah,
like a tiny pig.
we got a lot of fun gadgets.
We did. And actually, I was hoping to show you this jar with an eyeball in it. I was just curious if you knew what it was. I found it was one of the items that was from Hector's cart.
Yeah. Can I see it?
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, and he inspects the vial. He kind of like chuckles to himself a little bit, and he says, well, I haven't seen one of these in quite a while. Hopefully this isn't disappointing. It's almost like a gag item. He says, this here, it's a very old joke. It's called the magpie's eye. And if someone is wearing the vial in, like, if it gets turned into jewelry or something like that, they become supernaturally inclined to notice shiny items in the area. And if they get too overwhelmed with it, they just immediately try to steal shiny items in the vicinity. It's kind of just an old magic joke that goes way back. I haven't seen one of these since I was a kid.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that. Thank you. It took 2 weeks to get here. That's been killing me this whole time.
I imagine. Yeah.
Do you know anything about this umbrella?
Nice. He like inspects your umbrella, and he's like, it doesn't seem to be. I mean, it's clearly got some sort of magic on it, but I don't know what kind. I'm not sure what this umbrella does. Have you opened it?
I have, yes. I mean, I don't know. It could just be a regular umbrella, but I have a hard time believing that Hector just owned a regular umbrella. You know what I mean?
I do know exactly what you mean, and I tend to agree with you on that subject. It may be that the umbrella's magic won't show up until it's already raining, or until something else is happening.
Do you have a hose?
Let's test this bad boy out.
I don't, but there is a fountain in the center of town, if you recall.
Oh, yes.
Okay, well, I won't bombard you with questions about all the other items we got, because it sounds like these are pretty, there's a whistle that had, it summoned 72 seagulls, so I was real suspicious of the other items that I found in Hector's cart. So.
Wow.
That's I know, right?
That's a lot of seagulls.
It really is, and I barely blew that whistle at all. And you wouldn't happen to know if Hector had a thing for seagulls, or?
No, but that's quite funny, because I remember telling him a story in one of my letters about seagulls.
Right, his day at the beach. Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
That's quite interesting. I wonder if that was the inspiration for that whistle.
Spoilers, it was. Okay, well, that's all fun and games. What I really wanted to ask you, though, is if Baruso ever actually tried to use the horn after it was broken.
He didn't. He was injured quite badly when the horn broke. It had been working fine for a very long time for him. It causes a lot of chaos very quickly, from what he said. For as long as I worked next to Baruso, I never saw him afraid of anything, but he would not touch that horn after it broke.
Ooh. Whoa.
So no, definitely did not. Broken magic is really unpredictable in big and generally not great ways. So I do understand his hesitancy to try and use a broken magic item.
Maybe we shouldn't fix it, though, if he was so afraid of it.
Did you ever see the full effects of what happens when he uses the horn?
No, it had been broken for a long time by the time he even let me know that it was a thing. Baruso's been around since the beginning of Avrin, and so he's been around a lot longer than some of us. No, all I ever heard him speak of was it's just immediate destruction. From what I understand, it just causes a massively deafening sound into a huge area that not only hurts your enemies, but causes them to go temporarily deaf. And it just causes so much instant chaos that it becomes easy for an opposing force to kind of roll right through.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we can't exactly play test this one.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know that we really want it fixed back to normal either.
Right.
Well, maybe with Rom and Roke working on it together, though, they can find a way to make it do something else. Like summon seagulls.
Roke kind of cocks his head and says, "Doesn't your whistle already do that?"
I mean, can you have too many seagulls? Oh, it could summon bread for the seagulls. Just a suggestion.
I could summon the sea for the
It could
seagulls.
summon the sea for the seagulls.
Fair.
Or, I don't know, rainbows. Can you try and maybe do something more useful than rainbows, I think, though, right? Whatever Baruso's weakness is.
Like a death bow would be better.
Like dark, but yes. Sorry. Sometimes when I just hear Triggus say something like that out of nowhere, it's like, whoa, I forgot that he can, like, even say that at all. Like, have that thought. I mean, yeah, we could have it do most anything is probably an improvement on what it already does. So it'll be interesting. We're definitely interested in what that turns out to, or how the fixing. I can't do words today.
Okay. Rom and Roke kind of look at each other and they're both kind of nodding thoughtfully, like.
As I'm like fumbling over my words. Like,
Yeah, they got you, girl.
Yes. Intriguing. As they stroke their chins. Yes, the fixing.
And Rom says, well, we'll do our best to see, hopefully together we can get this thing mended in some way that will be of use to you.
Thank you, Rom. Thank you both.
Of course. And Roke says, I wouldn't do anything else.
He's kind of made for this. All right, well.
When is the party?
What party?
Our going away party, because we're going to the Purg. Have you already planned it out?
Therese, we didn't tell anybody we were coming. They're not going to have a party just set up.
Well, they might now.
I don't think they knew that we were coming.
We already had a going away party, didn't we?
The last time you were in Narstad was for Triggus' Squishy Tentacles birthday.
So
there was a
kind of.
party.
Yeah, this is different.
We can maybe discuss having like a barbecue or something.
Yeah. Something casual.
Right. Okay. Where everybody could tell, like, their favorite thing about me or just whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, whatever comes to mind.
Rom kind of he's listening to your conversation and he cocks his head a little bit. And he says, it sounds like the three of you might not have heard. It's it's okay. It's not.
It's usually not, though.
It's not terrible news. People are going to the Purg to fight with you.
What?
They're not leaving already, are they? We're not there yet.
No, it's okay. Some of them have already departed, but I didn't realize that the word would not have reached you yet. Baruso, he's done. Avrin is done with him. Stories of your adventure have traveled the land, and tales of your friends who've had their souls stolen have been hushed whispers riding on the breeze.
Like my dream come true.
Everyone knows your name.
Oh my god.
The truth about what Baruso has been doing in the Purg has been discovered. He's been using the gemstones to siphon away the strongest souls instead of helping them move on. And he's using them to form an army. And he intends to have Avrin. He will not. And many, many citizens are going to fight.
I have chills in real life. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Okay, no pressure.
So the barbecue is happening there then.
Literally.
Might be a little toasty. Warmer weather.
Right. Tropical island.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I believe most of the folks here who would have been glad to throw you a going away party might have already gone.
Oh, well, I guess our stay will be shorter than we expected.
Yeah. Claire is already gone?
Claire is electing to stay behind.
Okay.
She continues to need to protect her mirror.
Oh,
She's like,
right.
that's
I believe Verstum is also staying behind
Okay.
to help be support at the Scuttle. And I believe a few of your gnome friends are still left at the Scuttle.
Okay.
Kind of just...
sure, like, the children are still
Hopefully.
Well, most of the gnomes did eventually return to Frindlesticks, their own home, once.
I guess they didn't have to be in hiding anymore.
That's true, because of the three of you.
Yes.
They're home. And
We're so amazing.
so just a few of them do remain, though, packing up the final things and preparing to also head out.
Is Talon still here?
I believe Talon has stayed behind with the gnomes to help them and also to train. He found training at the Scuttle very agreeable to him.
That sounds about right. Okay, well, thank you, Rom. I think that just about finishes up our business here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I guess we never did formally ask if you could take care of Bastion. We just kind of mentioned Bastion.
We just kind of
and then
offloaded
and
to you.
then we got sidetracked.
Of course.
Do you mind watching Bastion while we go die?